Now, I know some of y'all gonna click on this video and you scratching your head and you saying, "Now, why in the hell is anybody saying that Errol Spence potentially sounds like James Toney in the future in 10, 20 years?" And I wanted to do this video just to kind of raise some awareness to the Errol Spence fans and boxing fans in general that are oblivious. You really do have these punch drunk fighters out here and a lot of legends, right? And I'm just using James Toney as an example in this particular video, but it's a lot of them. I mean, you look at a Tommy Hearns, or you look at a Sugar Shane Mosley, now most recent of the past generation legends I can think of, man. You think of, look at Ali. It's a lot of fighters out there when they get to that ripe old age of 50 plus, which, considering who you are, that's not really that old, but they struggle with small things such as just speech. And it doesn't stop there. And I wanted to just address that in this video. And I got some videos I want to show you of the transition for a James Toney and a Errol Spence Jr. so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. So let's talk about it. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bad Boxing TV, man. Get your goofy ass in here. Hit the bag. Hit that like button for your boy. That helps the channel. I appreciate that love. Shout out my gang, my bag hitters. Y'all already know the count. Now, I wanted to do this video because I've always been an advocate of hopefully boxing setting an age limit as far as being able to actually fight in a professional boxing match against elite fighters at about 38 years old, maybe 38 and 10 or 11 months, not to exceed 39 years old. I really feel like that should be the cutoff point, because even before then, I feel like a lot of these fighters passed their expiration date. And I wanted to do this video on Errol Spence because I can see the change. I think a lot of people can see the change, but they're not willing to admit it because of their thirst for the sport. Their thirst for the wars inside the boxing ring. A lot of pride and ego gets involved as well when it comes to these fighters, on top of, really, really great big paydays for sure. But I'm not oblivious, you know what I'm saying? And I always want to continue to raise awareness for it. So in this video, I got some videos I want you guys to check out, and it's sort of like a transition with James Toney, and I could have used so many other fighters as examples, but I wanted to go with James Toney just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. And it's different. It's a difference when you actually see these fighters and you look at them and you see the slurred speech and you just say to yourself, "Oh, he's punch drunk." Like when I see the Sugar Shane or the James Toney interviews, that's all I see in the comments is Sugar Shane's punch drunk. James Toney, don't pay him no mind, they punch drunk, right? But how did they get to that point? And I know a lot of people going to feel like these are decisions that these fighters made. But listen, man, when you're not willing to do anything about it, you can't, you're not helping these guys save themselves from themselves. You know what I mean? What can you do? So I guess in so many words, this is an effort as well. I want to play this James Toney video for y'all. Y'all check this out real quick.
What the WBC stands for, we be crooks, and the WBO, we don't even count that.
And I want y'all to check out the transition. This is a young James Toney. Speech is on point. You know what I'm saying? Just check it out.
What the WBC stands for, we be crooks, and the WBO, we don't even count that. So I'm gonna be a champ. In order for them to be crowned champ, they gotta fight me. And the only way they're gonna make some real money is by fighting James Toney. I'm the $1 million man. If they want to make some money, they gotta fight me. That's what it all comes down to.
Thank you.
No fighters in England, they all bums. Bunch of women over there. You're thick. I don't care who wins, and I'll fight either one of them. I mean, I'll fight both of them on the same night if they want to.
You do know what my ass really want to do, right?
I know you came first.
But you know that's really what to do, right? All right. Don't get scared. You say something?
I don't want to say.
I mean, I am the shoulder roll king, period. Hands down.
What they say?
Georgia Pittman, it came from Jersey Walker as a child, Cincinnati Cobra, you know what I'm saying? Those are the bitch names. Hey, I just picked it up and add my like a power to it.
Big difference from the young James Toney and the old James Toney, and you can accredit all of that to, you know, the trauma, the headshots over the course of his career. And again, you know what I mean, it's sad for me. It's sad to see these guys, and not to say that there's, you know, truly anything, maybe James Toney is happy as he's ever been in his life, but I'm sure there's some day-to-day obstacles for him. And I can guarantee you that if he could be in a position to where his speech was a lot better than what we just observed, he would definitely select for his speech to be that much better. But the speech is just a huge indicator. It's a sign that there's other damage going on upstairs, bottom line. And I feel like it's obvious for Errol Spence at this point in his career. Now, granted, he's only 33 years old. I think he should be 34 soon. You can see it. You can see the transition from 2018 to now. And I got this video. I want you guys to give it a listen. And shout out Johnny Talks is where I got these clips from Errol Spence.
I think I compared him a lot. I mean, Floyd was an amazing fighter, especially starting out in his career. And, I've been doing the same thing. I'm about getting belts. I want to be undisputed welterweight champion of the world. And it starts this Saturday versus Lamont Peterson. I didn't want to showcase fight. I wanted to fight, a top contender, a top guy. Lamont Peterson, he's tough. Some people say he beat Danny Garcia. So I wanted to fight a guy that I can show my skills.
I mean, it's really the same as every fight. You don't want to get too excited or, too emotional, especially.
And that's Errol Spence of the day. And you can really see the difference in the speech. Like, if you're paying attention, in all of his interviews from now to back then, it's a difference. Now, I'm not saying that it's completely obvious. If you're not paying attention, you don't see it. But it's there, most definitely.
A week to the fight. So for me, it's just staying focused, going over the game plan with my coach, doing it over and over in my head, and just playing out the fight, and just making sure that I left no stones unturned, so I can be 100% prepared inside the ring.
I think the super fight right now is me and Keith Thurman. I mean, I have a belt, he has 2 of the belts, so why not unify? I feel like, that's the best fight right now. That's the easiest fight to be made. We both had the same managers, fight on the same network, so why not do it? I mean, I really just don't know right now. For right now, it looks like Keith Thurman. I really don't know right now.
You don't see
I know
Terrence
what you're trying
Crawford?
to get to. You probably...
Man, that young Errol Spence was sharp as hell. Young Errol was sharp. Errol from 5 years ago was sharp.
You're trying to say Terrence Crawford?
Yes.
That fight's gonna happen. Hopefully he beats Jeff Horn and gets that belt. And like I said, I want to be undisputed welterweight champion of the world. So when he does get that belt, we can make it happen in the future.
I mean, when you go through the fight in your head, I mean, it's a million different scenarios that pop up in your head. So basically for me, it's just me winning the fight and dictating my jab and sometimes range in and out, just different scenarios, just because I know he's a great fighter, so it has to be different scenarios and different moves that's gonna happen in the fight.
You're supposed to want. I mean, he's a fighter. I'm a fighter too. That's what fighters supposed to do. You're supposed to want the top guys. You're supposed to want the guys with the belt. I expect.
Now, hopefully y'all ain't taking nothing negative from this video. I'm not like trying to put Errol Spence on blast or no crazy shit like that. It's just, again, more awareness. You know what I mean? Like, I promise you, if I could change things in the sport of boxing, at 38 years old, almost 39, you wouldn't be allowed to fight. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. And as far as Errol Spence goes, I wanted to show the James Toney transition, and then I wanted to show you where Errol Spence was now. And if you identify the change, again, not really, really significant, but it's there. Imagine what he sounds like 15, 20 years from now. Right? Imagine what he sounds like at 53 versus 33. If he continues to go ahead and fight, you know, another 2, 3, 4 years, let's just say. All right, man. That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from and why I did this video. That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. Heavy Bad Boxing TV. You know I got Unc with me. You know I got Unc with me, man. And he don't like you niggas. I don't really think he like me, or I don't even think he like Floyd. But one thing he do know, he got something he want to tell you.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.